Hi Verbling! Hope you're all having a great day today. This is my second class of the night for me. Might be morning for you or afternoon. And this is a half and half. We're going to learn new vocabulary for expressions or idioms. And then we are going to try thinking of examples. And I want you to ask as many questions as you can to me during this class. This is the best way to have a really good class. Oh, I see some people are joining the Hangout. We have Abdullah.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good, good. And we have someone new today that I have not met yet, Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hi.
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 How are you doing today?
Fine.
Good.
How are
good.
you guys and teacher?
I think we're all doing well. Good. Thank you. And we have Laura. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. Oh, Laura, I cannot hear you. You might be on mute. So make sure that there might be a red button here at the top of your screen. There we go. Hi. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And welcome, Marcos. Marcos? Marcos, are you? Marcos. Marcos, we cannot hear you. You might be on mute. So if you are, please click the red button that will say unmute at the top of the screen over here. Okay? Okay, and welcome back, Nihan. How are you doing, Nihan?
Hi, Lauren. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great too. Thank you for coming to my class.
Thank you.
Great. And we have Juan. Welcome back, Juan.
Yeah, thank you.
Juan, am I saying your name correctly?
Yeah, it's Juan. You are
Juan? Okay.
correctly. Yeah.
Good, good. Great. And then we have Ahmed. Welcome back, Ahmed, as well.
Welcome back, thank you.
Good. Great. I think we've... Oh, and we have Blanca. Hi, Blanca. Welcome back.
Hi, Lauren. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think we've said hello to everyone. Oh, no, we have Mario. Mario Javier. Mario, do you have a microphone? Oh, he's getting started. Okay, great. I'd just like to say, if I ever mute you, like right now, Eric, for example, I'm hearing some sound coming from your microphone sometimes, so I might mute you, and that I do not mean to be mean. I only do it because it means there is sound coming out of your speakers. Like sometimes it will sound like this for no reason. So that is the only reason I will mute you. And welcome back, Slim.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
He wants to fight with me.
It's against me.
We have Slim and we have Blanca. And they're going to fight. Sorry. This was from my last class. That was from my last class they were in. Same with Ahmed and Juan were also in my last class. Great. So, as you all know, today we are going to learn expressions. Expressions are my favorites. If you have ever been to one of my classes, you will know that I always love teaching you expressions because in English we have so many of them. So because we have so many of them, I never want someone to say to you, yeah, I heard it through the grapevine. and I don't want you to be like, grapes? Because they're not talking about grapes. So that is why I think it's really important to learn. I just want to say quickly, as I've been saying to all my classes, verbling has changed. Sorry, not verbling, not verbling. Verbling is the best. But Google has changed. They are, Laura, do you have headphones?
No, yes, but if I use it, I can't speak. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. Because sometimes when I speak, well, it's not happening right now, but sometimes when I speak, my sound goes back into your speakers, into your microphone, and then we hear my voice sound like an echo. So it would be great if you could use those, and when you are speaking, you can take them out or something, or you can keep yourself on mute. But it would be best to get a working microphone for your next verbling class.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's move on. So I have posted a link there. I have posted a link to our chat, but I'm going to post another link to the same link to the Google chat for those of you who are only able to use the Google chat. But I just wanted to say what I was saying before. I am not allowed anymore, says Google. I'm not allowed to type and speak at the same time. So I have to stop typing or stop speaking if I want to do the other thing. So just so you all know, if I'm ever typing, I'm not allowed to speak. So if you ask me a question, just wait for me to finish typing, and I will just say, and then I will finish typing, and then I will respond. So I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Yes. Okay. So let's continue with this. So Mario, is your, or Marlio, is your microphone working? Marlio, I cannot hear you. You might be on mute. So if you are on mute, there will be a little button over here, the red button, Marlo. So you can click over here. Marlo, Marlio Javier, watch my screen. Oh, there you are. Hi, how are you doing today?
Hello, teacher. Repeat me the question.
Sure. How are you doing today?
I interested. My interested.
You are interesting?
Repeat me the question, please.
How are you today? How are you today? Are you good or are you bad?
Today?
Yes.
I'm happy, very happy.
Good, good. Great. Okay, so just so everyone knows, I want you to ask as many questions as you want. Do not feel shy. In my classes, we learn more when you ask questions because sometimes I cannot anticipate or predict or think ahead. So I cannot think ahead to what you might be wondering about. So if I do not explain something fully, or if you have more questions, please ask. Do not be shy. Or you can type it in the chat, and I will try to answer your questions as we are talking. And I just wanted to mention to anyone like Slim and Marlio in the chat, you are both typing in the Google chat, and that is okay, but I want you to know there is the verbling chat. The verbling chat is probably right here on your screen. It will say verbling classes. So feel free to look at that chat because you get to see all of the wonderful things that all of your classmates and all of your verbling friends are writing. Okay, so I think you can all see. Does anyone have a problem seeing that link?
Nope.
No? Great.
No, no.
Great. And thank you, Nihan, for helping me with muting. I know that when people are being loud, it is very annoying for you. But I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Great. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste these. And the best thing about Google this, the best thing about, oh, can you see this? Can you see this? I just,
Yes, very clearly.
this is strange because my computer just said that one of my files was moved to the trash. But you're saying that you can see this. Let me just make sure that I am using the same document as you. So I don't know if someone maybe deleted this or something, but well, it's a good thing that you can see it. If there's any problem, I will repost a link on my Facebook walls. Okay? Okay. So whatever I do to this document, I am going to save the document, and then you will always have all of the examples that we came up with. So all of the examples that we will come up with, you will always have them. So when I said that this is a speaking class is because I really want you to have examples. Okay? So I will start explaining my first word. This is called adding insult to injury. What is an insult?
A bad word.
To blame somebody.
Humiliate anybody else.
Good, good. So it's like when you say something rude to someone. So when you say something rude to someone. Right? Or when you say something to someone, like let's give an example of an insult. Of an insult.
You are stupid.
Good.
What?
I mean, what? You think I'm stupid?
No, the example.
Kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Drama.
Okay, you are not invited.
Oh.
Blanca, thank you for the example. So that's what an
You're
insult
welcome.
is. So what is an injury? What is an injury?
Someone
To
who
hurt
have
someone.
physical pain.
Yes, so it is like physical pain.
Damage.
And so
Harm.
it's physical, it's more of a pain, maybe.
Actually, it causes physical pain. It causes you physical pain. But what it actually is oh, sorry. I will fix that in a second. So it is when damage, I think that was Nihan said this?
Yes. Damage or harm.
Good. Damage or harm. And this would be like physical. Physical damage or harm. So, for example, if you fall on the ground and you hurt your knee, you have a knee injury. You have hurt your knee. But an injury is really only when something is pain that goes on for a long period of time. So like an injury is something that causes pain for a long period of time. So if you walk into a door and you hurt yourself for a second, it is not called an injury. Also, I keep forgetting that I am not, that I am put on mute every time I try to speak to you and type at the same time. So please let me know if I ever am cutting out, if my voice is cutting out. Okay, so it causes you physical pain, something that has, that we know what insult and injury is. So this is an expression that means, let's say that there is a problem, and for example, you are at work and you just got fired from work. You just got fired from work. So that means you do not have a job anymore. And you go home and you say to your husband, "Oh my gosh, or your wife, I just got fired." And then he might say to you, yes, and I just found out that I am fired too, or that, "Oh, I just found out we are losing our house." That would be like adding insult to injury because it is making a situation worse. But normally we use this as a funny thing. It is like a joke. So, for example, let's say someone insults you. Like, okay, here's an example. Let's say someone says to you, "Oh, you have really bad English." That is like, what? And then they might say, "But maybe one day you will get better. Maybe if you try harder." It's kind of like they're not really making the situation better. It is like they were making you feel even more stupid. So it is called adding insult to injury. Can someone think of a better example than what I am thinking of for this one?
No, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So you use this expression in a sentence just like it is written, add insult to injury.
Yeah. Oh, so for example, let me think of an example. You normally use it like adding salt to injury. Adding salt to injury.
Okay.
In my language, there is a common phrase like this. When we said shoot, the other side can understand to kill. I don't say you only just shoot, not kill. Make things very, very bad.
Oh, okay. Well, this is I think it is similar, but I think I'm just not explaining it very well. But maybe the best way for me to explain this is I will give you this example. I'm going to copy this. I'm copying it from a website because I think it's funny. So here's an example. You can see this, right? The boyfriend says, "I have bad news. I am breaking up with you." So he says, "I have bad news. I'm going to break up with you now." Okay? Breaking up means I do not want to be with you anymore. I do not want to be with you anymore. And then the girlfriend says, "Oh, you are breaking up with me? Why?" And he says, "I think we are too different. I think we should separate." And she says, "I can't believe this." Oh! And she starts crying. And the boyfriend says, "I don't want to add insult to injury, but do you mind if I call your best friend?"
Oh my God.
You should act. You should act, Lauren.
Okay, I will next time. So that's an example of how you use it. It is when you make a bad situation worse, making a bad situation even worse. So it's like when something seems like it is so bad, like it is the worst thing that could ever happen to you, and then it gets even worse. That is called adding insult to injury. Sorry, adding insult to injury.
In Mexico, we say echar sal a la herida.
Yeah,
Similar.
put some salt on the injury.
In your wounds. Putting salt in your wounds, or putting salt on your injury.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, good. That's exactly what it is. And so sometimes we use it seriously, and sometimes we use it like a joke. Like, again, I use the example like when someone says, "Oh man, you don't look very good today." And then the person will say, "Yeah, I know, I'm so embarrassed. I have a class presentation. I have a presentation to do at school." And the person says, "Oh, really? You really look bad. Oh my gosh, and your outfit, what you are wearing, your clothes, they look so bad. Oh my gosh." You could say, "Okay, you're adding salt to injury. I know I look bad. Like, stop it." So it's making a bad situation even worse. You have a class presentation, you know you don't look very good, and then the person just keeps adding insult to injury. I keep saying adding salt to injury, but it's because these two words sound so similar and they mean the same thing. But okay. This one is one of the most common ones, that it is like one of the first things that young children learn when they are younger. This is one of the first expressions. Don't judge a book by its cover. So, for example, let's say this means do not judge someone or something by the way that it looks. So, for example, let's say you are walking down the street and you see a homeless man. A homeless man is someone who lives on the street, does not have a home, does not have a place to stay. And someone, by the way, Mihan, I keep muting you. I'm sorry. It's just that we are hearing like this, something that sounds like this from your microphone. So I'm sorry, but I muted you. Anyways, so you're walking down the street and you see a homeless person, and this person looks dirty and they are wearing very old clothes and they do not smell good, very, very bad smell, and you walk by them and your friend turns to you and says, "Oh my God, look at that guy. He was gross. He is probably so stupid. Get a job. Get a job." Okay? You might turn to your friend and say, don't judge a book by its cover. That means just because he looks homeless and just because he looks very bad, maybe he is homeless, but maybe he has an engineering university degree and he, for some reason, something very bad happened in his life and he lost his home. So do not judge a book by its cover means you do not know everything by looking at someone or something.
It's like it's the same for bed and walls. Maybe it can be someone it's very beautiful and very handsome, like Justin Bieber, and it's worse.
That is a great example. Why don't you give that to me in a sentence?
Okay. Justin Bieber. Okay. Don't judge a book by its cover, like Justin Bieber.
Like Justin Bieber?
Just like in Justin Bieber. It
Oh,
will be
yeah.
new item.
New idea.
So why do you think that works for Justin Bieber?
I don't know him.
I will tell you why. I will tell you why. Because when you look at Justin Bieber, you see this really, really cute boy, or I guess now he's sort of a man, but not really. But anyways, you see this very cute, good-looking person. He's very famous. And you might, for any famous person, say, they must be so happy. They are so rich. Look at how beautiful they are. They must be so happy. But don't judge a book by its cover. They might be very depressed. They might be very unhappy. They might have no friends, no real friends. So do not judge a book by its cover. If you see a book, right? So for example, when you are little and you look at a book, or maybe still now, you look at a book and you say, that book does not look very interesting. I'm not going to read it.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. But let's say you look at that and you say, I'm going to read a book today. What book should I read? This book, it doesn't look like it would be good, so I'm not going to read it. I don't care about this book because the cover, this is the cover. This is the cover of a book.
Yes.
The first part here. So that's what that expression means. Do not judge a book by its cover means do not judge anything by how it looks.
It's like literally.
Like apparently in the first time you.
What was that?
I said that happened mostly the first time you meet someone.
Yes, absolutely. Why don't you think of an example to give me? I'll put that one down here too.
Yes, it's when we think something about one person or thing, and that's not true. That is not true.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when we see a car and really old car, but the motor of this car is new
Mm-hmm.
and it's different car. And when you hear the sound of the motor, it's great car. Make different thing about that car. Yeah.
Put that here. I'm gonna put that here right now. Good. So the reason I'm putting this example down is because if you are looking at a car, it is the same as looking at a person. You might see a person, and the person might look good or bad or whatever. You don't know anything about them unless you get to know them.
Yes. Sometimes we have a superficial person, but he likes to be questioned, but but in fact they can.
Yes. Okay. Let's continue on with this one. We have once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Now, who here has ever seen a new moon? Who? Oh, by the way, Blanca, I want to say something, Blanca. You said, I don't like Verbling's new feature where we lose valuable time because the teacher can't speak and type at the same time. I wanted to say that is not Verbling. That is Google Hangouts. Verbling and Google Hangouts are two separate things. Verbling just uses Google Hangouts. So Verbling is trying to get Google to change that, but it's very hard for us to get Google to make that change. So I just wanted to tell you that it's not Verbling's fault. Okay. And okay, let's continue. So we have Blanca, you're funny. We have once in a blue moon. Now, has anyone ever seen a blue moon?
No.
No, exactly.
Nope, it's impossible.
Exactly. So every now and then, that is another kind of expression. And it means, for example, it means not often, or what's another way of saying every now and then means sometimes. Every
Rarely,
now and then
Rare?
means sometimes.
rarely.
Yes, rarely. Yes. Well, that is what once in a blue moon means. So if you look up at the sky, maybe once a year, you will see the moon will look sort of blue because of things reflecting off of it. But the point is, it is very rare, not common to see a blue moon. So that is what that expression means. You could say, for example, I I love So here's an example. I love cooking. Let's say I love cooking. Here's an example. I love cooking and I cook every night, but once in a blue moon I will go to a restaurant. Or once in a blue moon I go to restaurants. Either one works. I go to restaurants. Here's an example. So you're saying very rarely, but every now and then, and I'm going to put that here, every now and then as well. Okay, so every now and then. I know I say that all the time, so I want you to know. Great. So we have every now and then means sometimes, and I love cooking when and I cook every night, but once in a blue moon I go to restaurants. Does someone want to think of another example for me?
Lauren, I have a question. So I have to use this expression only when I know that something will happen, even once. But if something never is going to happen, I can't use it.
No.
Okay.
No, you're saying it does happen, but rarely. So something happens rarely. So that means if it's only going to happen once or never, you don't use it. But you would say, once in a blue moon, for example, I'll give you another expression here, actually. To So if you say to run into someone, this does not mean that you actually are running. This does not mean that you are actually running and then you see someone and you run into them. This means that you are, let's say, at the supermarket or at the store, at the grocery store, or you are walking on the street and you do not plan to see anyone, but you turn and you see an old friend. An old friend, you will say, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, hello, Eric. Eric, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing? Eric, wow, my old friend, I have just ran into him. It is an expression. It does not mean me and Eric were running and then we bumped into each other. It is an expression. So you could say, I ran into my friend yesterday. It was great to see them. I ran into them. So I'm giving you that example here because you can say,
Like eclipse?
so once in a blue moon, I run into my friend at the supermarket. This means not often, but sometimes. Oops, not often, but sometimes. Once in a blue moon. Any questions about that?
Nope.
No, it's very
Think
clear.
we're good? Okay, great. Now we have, and we have to run into someone, which, does someone want to think of an example quickly? Oh, sorry, does someone want to think of an example quickly for this?
I run into Johnny Depp.
Ooh. There you go, Blanca.
Yes.
I would love to run into Johnny Depp. This means I know that if I tried to call Johnny Depp, he would not meet me. If I called him on the telephone, he would not meet me. But I could run into him because when you run into someone, it is not planned. It is not planned. Okay? Great.
Okay.
Here, you know what? I'm going to add one right here as well. We have this term, out of the blue. Have you ever heard of this before?
No.
No.
Okay, this is very common.
Out of the blue.
Yes. This means suddenly. So all of a sudden. Which means all of a sudden is the exact same thing as suddenly. All of a sudden and suddenly mean the same thing. And then we have this unexpectedly. So you could say this in the same example here for Blanca. I would love to run into Johnny Depp out of the blue. So you would love to be surprised and be walking down the street and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, it's Johnny Depp. I just saw Johnny Depp out of the blue. Out of the blue means all of a sudden, suddenly. Something crazy happened all of a sudden, out of the blue. Does someone want to think of an example for this? Maybe Nihan, you can try.
Out of the blue. Pick someone else.
Okay. What about Juan?
I am writing.
Pardon me?
I am writing.
You are writing it. Okay.
Well, I can tell you, I was walking in the mall, but out of the blue, I saw, I don't know, an actress.
Great, great. Out of the blue, I saw, let's say, a famous actress.
Your lover.
Yes, great. Great. Yes, Juan, I see. So I was walking in the mall, and out of the blue, I saw an actress. Out of the blue, I saw a famous actress as I was walking in the mall. Great. So this means, again, unplanned. Unplanned.
Okay.
This is a common way to say, like, for example, when you have not spoken to someone in many years,
Yeah.
and they call you. So here's another example. This is an example. So I hadn't spoken to him in years. Out of the blue one day, he called me and asked me how I was doing. So this is like you were not expecting it. I'll put this in the definition here. Great. I think we understand that one. Any questions about that? I'm seeing you are all trying very hard to get some good examples there.
I have a sample.
Oh, sure, Eric.
Yes, I run before, but usually I take the class first, and I never see you, teacher. How's the moon?
Oh, so you're thinking of the blue moon. Let's go up there and add that to blue, once in a blue moon. So you're saying,
Yes.
something like this. This means that you do not see my classes very much, but once in a blue moon, you can come to my classes. Is that what you meant to say, Eric? Did I understand you correctly?
Yes.
Good. Good. Okay, let's continue. So we've got out of the blue. Let's move on to see eye to eye. This means that you and someone else or a group of people agree on a topic. So the fact that they agree is an important part of this expression. So this means they agree a lot. They really agree on the topic. So for example, Juan, you were saying in the last class, and was it Amit? Wait, Amit, what did you say in our last class about you? Yes, it was Amit. Amit, you said about the education system. What did you say about the education system?
I said that we should start from changing the education system itself, and then all our problems will be solved, our economical and political problems.
Yes, and I totally, so with Ahmed said, and I am a teacher, so Ahmed said, I think that our world, the whole world, would be a much better place, especially where you are from. You said Egypt would be a much better place if we changed the education system. And I said, I agree with you so much. You and me, we see eye to eye, which means we can look at each other in the eyes and say, yes, I agree with you. So my eyes, the way that I see the situation is the same eyes that you see the situation. We look at the situation in the same way. So to see eye to eye, this means you agree 100%. So maybe Ahmed, you can give an example.
Yes, I see you eye to eye while we're talking about education systems.
Good, good. So you would say we see eye to eye.
We see eye to eye. We see eye to eye. Okay, got it.
Yes, we see eye to eye when we discuss education systems. Great. Slim, I'm just seeing that you don't have headphones in. Can you please put headphones in?
Yes.
Great.
Elaborate.
Thank you. Yes, Juan.
Sorry, I made that example, but I don't know if it is correct. Do you see it? We have an opinion eye to eye. Is possible or is wrong?
Oh, yes. So you can say, in our opinions, we see eye to eye. That is the exact same thing as saying we agree. But it is like, normally you use this not for simple things. You normally use it for something like, for example, if let's say Laura said, oh, I really like learning English, I would not say we see eye to eye, because that is not a very serious topic. We normally say, for example, with Ahmed, we could disagree with what Ahmed is saying. So while I agree with him, you might disagree, and this person might disagree. So it is normally on something that is a serious topic, maybe something that is controversial. Thank you so much, Nihan, because you just gave a really good another expression. She said, we are on the same page. I'm going to put that in here right now.
You can say in the same tune, right?
Sure. We don't have that expression, but it means the exact same thing as what this means. But I'm gonna just show you this one. So we have oops. So I just wrote here, when you to be on the same page is another way to say to agree on something. So it means the same thing as seeing eye to eye. It means the exact same thing as seeing eye to eye. So Nihan, why don't you give us an example?
I'm very glad we are on the same page, that we will spend our vacations in Turkey.
Ooh. Great example. So I'm very glad that we are on the same page, that we will spend our vacation in Turkey. This is the exact same thing as saying
Spend.
This is the exact same thing as using seeing eye to eye. They mean the same thing. They are just used differently in the sentence. So the example that Nihan gave was, I'm very glad that we are on the same page, that we will spend our vacation in Turkey. So imagine being in a book and we are both looking at the same page. We are both looking at this page. Because if I was on this page and you liked this page, we do not agree on the same page. That is the expression. To be on the same page as someone means you agree. You are seeing the same thing.
Mostly happen
Pardon me, Juan?
this happen in the couples mostly.
In the cause?
Couple when you are married.
Oh, couples. Did you say couples, like when you are married?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So when you are a couple, so two people get married, okay, married, they must be on the same page. They
It
must...
was an intonation.
Pardon me?
No. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. They must be on the same page because, and they must see eye to eye, same thing. Because if they are not, like for example, what if this is my to-do list? This is my list of things I must do today, but this is my husband's list of things to do today, as an example. Well, this means that he and I are not on the same page because we do not think that the same things are important. This is a small example, but what about if we do not see eye to eye on where we want to buy a house? There will be very big problems if we are not on the same page about big things. Great example, Juan. I'm going to put that in here right now. Oop. Great example, Juan. Thank you. Any questions about this one? We're good? Okay. Then there's this one. I love this one. So this is the expression is heard through the grapevine. Have you heard that song? Yeah, I heard it through the grapevine.
Creedence Clearwater.
Pardon me?
Creedence Clearwater.
Sorry, Juan, your microphone cut out a little bit. Can you say that one more time?
Tape it. Credence.
Credence. Credence. I've never seen that word before. Credence.
I know. It's a band. It's John Fogerty, the singer.
Credence. The singer is actually Marvin Gaye.
Oh, maybe we have different versions.
Maybe, yes, maybe, or maybe that because I know that Credence, if it is a band, maybe they copied the song. Maybe they copied the song from another, from another artist, from another artist.
Another version.
Pardon me?
Just another version of another band.
Exactly, yes, maybe another version. So to hear something through the grapevine, this is to hear a rumor about something or to find out through a secret source. So what is a rumor? What is, oh, sorry. Canadian way of spelling rumor is O-U-R, but the, sorry, I just realized I'm going on mute. The American way of spelling rumor is O-R, so I will teach you that way because it is more common than the Canadian way. Also, I'm so sorry, Eric, I just realized that Eric and Kimo are both writing in the Google chat. So I don't know if you were asking questions in there. I'm just looking now. So if you have any questions, speak up if I don't answer them right away. To speak up means tell me. Tell me. Okay. Chemo. Welcome, Chemo. I don't think I've said hello to you yet. How are you doing today?
No, I'm fine.
Good, good. Chemo, maybe you can think of the next example for us. Maybe you can think of the next example. Okay, so let's learn about what does it mean. What is a rumor? Do you know what a rumor is, Chemo?
Rumor?
Rumor, spelled like this. Rumor.
Can you write it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a sentence of study.
It is, pardon me?
Uncertain story.
Did you say insult?
Uncertain.
Answer.
It's uncertain. Oh, it's uncertain. I see. It's uncertain.
It's just a gossip.
An uncertain story. Good. Yes, like gossip. Yes. Okay, I will write this in.
I have problem with communication. Gossip.
No, that's okay, Slim. Slim, what I want you to start doing is open your mouth a little more, because sometimes I can tell that your mouth is talking like this, and then we cannot tell what you are saying.
Because the volume, I reduced the volume of the microphone.
Okay, that's okay, but next time. You don't have a camera, so it is okay if you look crazy like me. Okay, so a rumor is like gossip, which is an uncertain story. How does gossip start? How does the rumor start?
By SMS now.
Sure.
Short message. Yes.
I am writing, but it don't appear in the chat. Do you know why?
Oh, mine just appeared. That was a test.
Mm.
So you were typing, Juan?
Yeah, I tried to text, but nothing appeared.
Maybe it is a problem with your connection, or maybe it is a problem with verbally. So maybe wait a few minutes. And if you have anything to type that you need to ask me, put it in the Google chat for now.
Okay. Well, what I try to say is example about this. My example is that you get married. I hear it through this grapevine.
Good, good. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, so I'm going to remind me of that, Juan. Remind me of that example. So I'm going to say here, for example, someone spread a rumor that
I didn't hear you.
oh, sorry.
Is it true that you have win $1 million?
Good.
Teacher.
About that. Sorry about that. I'm not able to type and speak at the same time. But I just wanted to make sure that we have rumor understood, what a rumor is. So sometimes a rumor is true and sometimes a rumor is false.
Yeah.
So let's get those examples of hearing things through the grapevine. So let's start first with, what was that example you had, Juan?
Yeah.
You said, did you get married? I heard through the grapevine that you got married, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you think of a grapevine is like you heard it as a secret. So the expression a grapevine, I actually want to show it to you as an example. So a grapevine is like, I'll show it to you right now in the Hangout. This is a grapevine. So sometimes a grapevine makes like a fence or a gate like this. Like this. So you could, for example, if one person is on one side of the grapevine and another person is on the other side of the grapevine, let's say this is a grapevine, I could say, hey Laura, guess what I heard? I heard that Kimo got married. And then Laura would say, oh my gosh, really? And then she would turn over here and there's another grapevine here and she would say, hey Ahmed, guess what? I heard that Kimo got married. And then Kimo would say, and then Ahmed would say, oh my gosh, really? So it's like it is an expression that means it's like you're talking through grapevines. It is secret. It is not, no one knows. So it is secret and no one knows who was the first person who told you this information. Yeah. So Nihan, I saw that you had some good examples here in the chat. You said, I heard through the grapevine that Lauren was pregnant, but I don't know anything more. Don't tell anyone. I'm just kidding. So that's a good example, except it's not true, but that's an example of a rumor. That's an example of a rumor. So yes, I heard
rumors
that someone,
are always wrong. Rumors are always wrong.
Most of the time, you are right. Exactly. Great. Okay, so that's a great example. Does oh, and I think someone else had a question that I did not answer. Someone said teacher earlier. Does anyone have any questions right now?
It's a rumor.
It's not true. Good. And if you always make up fake rumors, it is called
gossiping.
Gossiping, yes. I will put this here.
Like the TV show Gossip Girl?
Yes.
Laura, can I add something? Because we are running out of time. I heard in the movies said break the leg. What does it mean?
Ooh, yeah. Okay, I will tell you in 1 second.
Nice.
Okay.
There are another good example in the number.
Great. So you know what? I'm going to just so everyone knows, I want everyone to know something right now. I am doing 3 classes about expressions tomorrow. So hopefully you can come to them. 3.
Okay.
Yay. And if you can't come, you can watch them after. So I'm doing these, but I will answer questions in 1 second. I will let class go maybe 5 minutes longer. But for everyone who needs to get to another class, and if you want to leave, thank you so much for coming. Facebook, oops. I put my Facebook and my Verbling information in the chat if you would like to follow me, or I always post updates on my Facebook wall about upcoming classes or help with other things. So please check that out. And thank you for coming, and I'll see you later. But for everyone else, so Nihan, you said, what does it mean to break a leg?
I know the meaning, but why they said good luck or that kind of things, but why break your leg?
I will explain. To break a leg, this is why. In the theater, if you say to someone, good luck, you're going to be amazing. You are going to be amazing. In a theater, so you know what a theater is, right? Drama?
Yeah.
Drama in a theater. So and you say, you are going to be amazing. I know you are the best dancer in all of, what country are you from, Nihan?
Turkey.
Turkey. So, Nihan, you are the best dancer in all of Turkey. Well, this puts a lot of pressure on Nihan to be amazing. And so and to be really, really good. And what if, so we have an expression, it is called to jinx someone. To jinx someone.
Jinx.
And if someone says, don't jinx it, this means if you predict something is going to be really good, if you look into the future and you predict, you think that in the future something is going to be amazing, then it is possible that you, by predicting something good will happen, something bad will happen.
Yes.
Do you have this expression in your language?
Yes. I think so.
Yes? What is it in your language, Slim?
It's actually more than 3 words. That in Arabic or in French. In French, it's I would say oh, I did miss it this time.
That's okay.
Actually, in French, it's the same in French. Jinx.
Oh, it is
Or
jinx in French.
plus. Or plus. Then yes.
Oh,
say
no.
plus.
Yeah, so it's, I think I've heard that before. It means, for example, if you turn and I say, Nihan, you are going to be amazing tomorrow when you play soccer, or when you, it's normally used in the theater. You say, you're going to be amazing. That's like, if you say that to someone, well, of course, they're not going to be amazing. Or if you say something is so good is going to happen, we fear, we are scared, maybe the opposite is going to happen. So if you say to someone in a theater, you say, good luck, this is considered bad luck. This is considered bad luck. So instead, we say, break a leg. Break a leg, which means your leg. Break, but the expression, break a leg,
Wishing all the contrary, right?
it means that you are wishing the contrary. Thank you so much, Abdullah. You are wishing the contrary. You are saying the opposite. If you say to someone, break a leg, it is more likely that they will not end up actually breaking their leg, because it would be too much of a coincidence if they actually broke their leg. So if you predict the worst, you are actually wishing the person luck.
But what happened is really break a leg. Oh my God.
Well, then maybe maybe the person was a psychic.
Yeah.
Maybe she was a mind reader and she could tell the future. Maybe.
Psychus.
Yes. Slim, no, we don't say, oh, you can say break your heart, but it has a different meaning. When you talk about your heart breaking, you are talking about realizing that your love for someone else is not good love. So someone breaks up with you, you are heartbroken. You are heartbroken, which means it is like your heart is actually broken and you will never love again. Yes. But I will put this here.
Thank you, Lauren. I understand now. The origin is like a theater or a dance. When you say break a leg, you wish good luck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed the boat.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry, I missed the boat.
Good, good, yay! So this is a great example. Here, I'll explain that one. Oh, I'm sorry, I know I'm going over time, but I'll explain that one as well because I think it's a good one. And then we have an even 10, so I must do at least 10 in one class. Okay, so right before. This is an example. So right before the dancer went on stage, her mother said, "Break a leg, honey," or "Break a leg, sweetie," anything like that. Break a leg, daughter. Okay, quickly, I'll just explain miss the boat. This means you missed your chance at something. So I will not put the example there because I'll just go over this quickly because we're going over time. But if you say the expression, "Oh, I really missed the boat on that one. I really missed the boat." This is like you are standing beside the water and the boat is right here and you see the boat, it is right there, but you are running to catch the boat and the boat sails away without you because you were late. You were late. So when you say I missed the boat, this is like saying that you had an opportunity that you did not take.
You lost your chance to take my heart.
Yes. You could say, for example. Well, did any of you have an example?
Yeah, I got one.
I missed the boat to take a heart. For the girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah, good. So I was in love with her. No, she was in love with me. A girl was in love with me. But at the time, I did not realize that I should be with her. So then she found someone else after years of loving me. She found someone else. But then I realized that I love her. I really missed the boat on that one. Which means, well, it doesn't matter if you love her now. It's too late. You missed the boat. The boat sailed away and you were running. This is a great example. Someone said, Ahmed, thank you so much, Ahmed. You said, Americans say, that ship has sailed. That ship, which is a boat, that's another expression. It means the same thing. It means, well, you can run as much as you want, but that ship has sailed. That ship has gone away. That boat is gone.
This opportunity has gone of job to get a job.
A lot of water passed under the bridge, like.
Yes. So, but normally, actually, we use that one like, it is like water under the bridge. And this is a little bit of a different expression. When we say it is like water under the bridge, it means if you imagine a bridge and the water is underneath the bridge, this little piece of water, let's say there's a little particle of water, one little drop of water is here. Once it passes under the bridge, it should be gone. And it is silly, it is not smart, it is silly for you to think of that drop of water after it is gone. So when someone says to you, get over it, stop worrying, it is water under the bridge, this means they're saying, let's say, for example, that ship has sailed with a girl. You missed the boat on getting a girl or getting that man that you should have tried to be with when they wanted to be with you. So you've missed the boat, okay? You really missed that opportunity. It is silly to think about this for the rest of your life because the rest of your life you will never be satisfied if you keep thinking about the opportunity you lost. Because this, when you're standing on the bridge and the water is going underneath the bridge, okay? This is the drop of water. You have a chance now, but once it is past the bridge, you don't have the chance anymore. So stop thinking about that water. You will never see the water again. Once the water has passed, you will never see that water again. So it's water under the bridge. Stop thinking about it. Let it go. Let that idea go, like the water under a bridge. Just move on. Let it go. Exactly. You're saying this. Good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
I want one last question, please. Break a leg. We can say it for an athlete, footballer, or a soccer player, or something like that.
I am not sure because I did not play sports, and well, I played rugby. But you can actually break your leg in rugby. So we did not say that in rugby, but sometimes I have heard it being said. It is another way of saying good luck. So, but it is normally used in the theater. It is normally used for dancing, singing, acting.
Sorry to interrupt. I've just watched a TV series Boss. Do you know the show Boss?
No.
And it's about the politicians. When the politician going to announce something, an important thing, the other colleagues say her or him break a leg.
This is the same thing because they're going to make a performance in front of people, even though they are not in a theater, doing a play. They are presenting in front of people. So if you are at your job and you are going to present, show your work, for example, to your boss, or you want to ask for a raise, and you have a presentation that you are going to make to either a group of people or your boss, you will say to your friend, or your friend might say to you, hey man, break a leg. That means good luck. So it is normally when you are going to present something, or you are going to speak to important people, or you are going to perform something. And even though you are performing to your boss, you are still performing something. Or a politician is always performing. We know that. They are always performing.
Do you think so?
They are not discussing. They have prepared a speech. So a speech is like, I am a verbaling teacher and I don't have a speech. If I had a speech, I would be saying everything out to you like this. I would be reading. A speech is when everything is already written down and you use this to speak to people. So politicians, they have their paper, their speech on their paper, and they will say to people, everyone, don't worry about all the problems. These are the ways that we will change everything for you. So they are still performing. So we say break a leg when someone is going to perform something.
Okay.
Good. Good. So you can use it in different situations, but I don't think we use it for sports because sports is a different thing. It is not quite like performing something. Okay, I must end class now. We've gone so much over, but I really enjoyed this class, and thank you all so much for all of your contributions.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
I will have to join the other classes tomorrow about these phrases and expressions. It will be great. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Definitely join that class. I have 3 of them, I think. 3 or 2 maybe. But anyways, okay, I'll see you then. Thank you all so much.
Bye-bye.